Stop wasting hours editing your screen recording. In 2026, if you are not using Trupeer AI to handle your post production, you're working too hard. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to use Trupeer AI, a platform that takes a raw, messy screen capture and automatically turns it into studio quality tutorial. Let's jump in. Start off by going to trupeer.ai, and in case you don't already have an account, you can sign up for free by clicking on this button right here. Now, either sign up with your email or you can simply use your Google account, which I'm going to do right now. When you first log in into Trupeer, you'll land on this home dashboard. It's designed to be minimalistic so that you can get straight into the work. On the left hand sidebar, you have your library, which is basically just your project folder. Every recording that you make stays in here as an editable project. Next up, you have this brand kit section. Now, a quick heads up, if you're using the free version like I am for this demo, you'll notice some of these features will not be available because they are only available for the paid tier. So if you're using the paid tier, you can here upload a video template, your brand logos, custom voices, backgrounds, music, etc. So this allows the AI to automatically style your videos matching your brand styling. Now to start your project, you have two choices. You can either upload your pre-recorded video or use Trupeer Chrome extension to record one live. So right now I'm going to be recording the demonstration video right in here. I'll download this Chrome extension. You can find the link over here, add it to your browser. Now check your extension tab to see if it's active. Now I'm going to be recording a quick tutorial on how we can set up a do not disturb in Slack. So simply going to head over to Slack, then in my extension I'll turn on the Trupeer AI recording, and then I'll have to give access to my microphone. Now here's the catch. You see this show toolbar button right here. If you click on that, it will showcase this toolbar, meaning you can have control over your screen recording, like you can pause it in between, toggle the cursor, restart recording, check the timing, etc. So I have that turned on, and now I'm going to start the recording. As soon as you do that, it will ask which tab do you want to record, and you are going to select the one that you are trying to record. So I'm choosing the Slack tab, and here I got a countdown. Stop letting notification kill your focus. Today I'm showing you how you can put your deep work status in under a second. Open Slack, click on your profile, then click on update status. Here you can type in whatever status you'd like. I'm going to keep it focused, and then you have to set the duration of your status. I'll keep it for 4 hours. Lastly, here's the main setting. This is where you can change your notification settings. You can either pause all the notification or pause notification from everyone except VIPs. I'm just going to pause all the notification. To save these changes, click on the save button right here, and that's it. You are now in DND mode inside your Slack. Now to stop the recording, simply click on this button right here. Also check out these different cursor mode. This is the normal one. This is the one that shows circle whenever you interact with something, and this is the third mode which gives you a circle every time around your cursor. Now I didn't use it, but I just showed it to you. So I'm going to stop the recording, and as soon as you do that, it will take you to the project showcasing your video recording. Now here you can generate AI content using this video that was recorded. But before that, you have a couple of things to look out for. First off, you have this option right here which chooses the output format. Right now both video as well as a document option has been selected. We are going to keep it like that. Next up, you can select a template for your video or your document. Right now we have three templates for video. First one is the marketing demo, second one is user onboarding, and a sales demo. And none of these templates apply to our content right now, so I'm just going to skip that. Last up, you have the option to either crop the video or trim the recording. I want to trim the recording part because in the beginning I started the recording and I was talking in my recording, which has been captured in this video as well. So let me go to trim, and this is where I want to split. So I'll just split at current position, select this block and delete it. Move this to 0, and that's it. That's my trimmed video. All I have to do is save the changes, and the changes have been saved. Now it's time to generate our content, but before that you have these two options as well, which is to translate your content or to use the original creator's voice. If you want to do that, you can simply click on this button, meaning it won't be translated, but rest assured, because translation are only available for paid users. So now I've selected to use my original voice. I'm going to generate the AI content. Okay, so our video is created and it was just our screen recording against this background right here. So that's why I've opened it up in our editor, and here you can add zoom to your video. I've already added 3 of them. Let me show you how they look, and then let me show you how exactly you can add it to your video as well. Check this out. Open Slack, click on your profile, then click on update status. Here you can type in whatever status you'd like. I'm going to keep it focused. See that? That's the zoom effect. If you don't add that, it doesn't give that professional vibe to your tutorial. So I need one more zoom at the very end where I say that this is the save button to save all the changes that have been made. All you have to do is toggle to the zoom tab in your sidebar over here, and then you can simply go ahead, just tap into the timeline below your video where you want to add the zoom. Click on that. It will open up this section, this menu over here. This is where you drag this pointer to set where exactly you want to zoom in. So here's where I want to zoom. Here is where you can change the zoom level. You can zoom in more or zoom out of the frame, but I want it to be zoomed in on our save button. So that's what I did. Next up, this is your zoom speed, meaning how much faster or slower it will zoom into the selected area. And do I want a zoom effect, which we saw in the previous clips? So yes, I do want that, and this makes our video 10x better. Lastly, you can drag on the zoom by just dragging either the end or the beginning of the zoom block over here. Up next, in your editor, you can change script which has been added or AI voice. If you didn't use the original voice, you can turn off this and then select an AI option, which will just read out the script that has been added, and then you can add some sort of music if you want to do that. I want to add the background music, so I'm just going to select this, and then you have a few options of the musics that can be added. In case if you want to preview any of the background music, you can simply click on this preview button and it plays the music, so you can get an idea of what exactly to use in your video. Also, you can change the music volume from over here. In your visual tab, you can change the background of this video right here, like just choose any of these backgrounds, or if you want, you can add in an image background. Also change the round corners of your video recording as well as the padding. If you decrease it, then your video recording will be more visible than the background. So this is what it would look like. As for the scene, you can add in an intro scene like a topic layout or something that you'd like, and even an outer scene which will be post credentials, etc. Next up, if you'd like, you can add AI avatar. If you're using AI voice, I would recommend to go with AI avatars as well, so they would appear in any corner of your video and make them look more realistic. Lastly, you can add in elements like text, images, blurs, circle, etc. So basically, if you want to add in some things into your video, you can do by adding some elements. Now, we didn't only get a video when we selected the generate AI content button, but we also got a document of the exact tutorial, which was to set up a deep work status in Slack. So it has screenshots from our screen recording along with instructions to go with it, and it's a whole document that you can probably add with this video if you're uploading it anywhere. Now, you can't download the document because that would require a pro plan, but you can export your video in by just clicking on that button, and it will prepare your video to export. Now that's how you turn a messy screen share into a professional branded tutorial in under 5 minutes. Comment down below what sort of tutorial are you going to record using Trupeer AI, and I'll see you in the next one.